Mayor. During our 31 years, we have been member owners of DMEA the entire time. We've seen many positive changes to DMEA during those years. We have more reliable service, faster response times, and better efficiency. DMEA has endeavored to keep up with the technology that it takes to maintain those standards. DMEA is working on many projects that will benefit all member owners, a potential broadband project, a solar project, and just a couple. Both projects would benefit all of the member owners. Having run a successful business for 19 years, I have the ability for long-term thinking that it takes to run a successful business.
Thank you. Mark? And if you would just kind of make that microphone come to the talk right into that.
My name is Mark Eckhart. I served on the DMEA Board of Directors from 2008 to 2011. During this period of time, people were losing their jobs, homes, businesses, pensions, and savings. But it was business as usual at DMEA. I found this disturbing. This monopoly mentality creates the perfect storm for your electrical rates to continue to escalate. Our healthcare system has undergone similar price increases over the past 25 years. Your wages and pensions will not keep up with these endless rate increases. For the past 6 years, I have fought against DMEA's bloated budgets, pension plans, and pet projects. It is time to reform DMEA and Tri-State. Strong action will force all the electrical co-ops to abandon their indefensible positions. Over the past 3.5 years, there has been a lot of unrest at DMEA, and I'm very pleased to say that I am the instigator. I did it for you, the ratepayer. Thank you.
Thank you. Sue?
Hi, I'm Sue Whittlesey. My husband and I own High Wire Ranch over on Redlands Mesa. DMEA is facing many challenges right now. Rising electric rates from Tri-State, operating with a decreasing customer base, a new general manager will be starting in 2 weeks. Families, farmers, businesses are struggling to pay their bills. DMEA is in a position to be a key player in turning the local economy around through the use of fiber optic lines for high-speed internet. This will help attract and retain businesses, which will in turn improve the local economy. To do this, DMEA needs solid leadership to keep the company in the forefront with innovation while maintaining affordable, reliable service and safety using a variety of sources of power. Thank you.
Thank you. Steve? I think Steve is first.
Yes, my name is Steve Shea. I was born and raised in Delta. I spent my whole life on our farm. I'm third generation cattleman farmer. We use a lot of electricity in our operation, and we would like to see the rates kind of go down. I don't know where or how to go about that yet, but this is, you know, with the loss of the coal mines and the demand on jobs, I can see that it's going to be a really tough way to make a living in the electricity business, and I would like to help run this operation for the membership.
Thank you. John?
Hello everyone, my name is John Gavin and I live on a small farm outside of Paonia up in the North Fork. Why I'm interested in DMEA? Well, I have to say that I've been interested in energy for a good part of my life. I started my working career as a naval officer on board a guided missile destroyer where I was the engineering officer and I ran a 54 megawatt power plant that could produce enough power to power about half of the DMEA membership. From leaving the Navy, I went into private industry and spent 27 years working in the telecommunications industry. And what was interesting was I joined the telecom business just as the Bell system was being broken up. And as I sit here and look at the utility industry today, I see a lot of parallels with where the telecom industry was at that point. And I learned a lot through the activities of managing in a very dynamic and changing environment, and I think my ability to innovate and see ways to prudently manage change will be of great benefit in the coming years to DMEA.
Thank you. And Dave?
Hi, folks. Thanks for coming. Never expected to see that many people in here. Tomorrow morning, I'll be back here for exercise class. We moved to Orchard City in '72. We lived around here for 7 years. After working in an oil shale mine up in Quebec, we moved to Wyoming, worked up there for 28 years, and came back to build a house here in Orchard City. I've lived all over the world. I've lived in 3 different countries. I've probably had 20 different occupations, and I've always been interested in energy, and I consider myself a conservationist. I've taken part in the solar array, I've taken part in the time of use, and anything else that DMEA's come up with. I do appreciate this company, but it's just crazy what the energy industry is going to be facing in the next few years. Thank you.
Thank you. You all did well under a minute. Great. We'll have our first question, and I'm going to start with Kathleen Sickles.
Can I use the phone? Thank you very much. Welcome to the town of Cedaredge. My name is Kathleen Sickles, and I'm the town administrator here for Cedaredge. The one thing that we've been looking at is economic development. And my question for you is, you as running for a DMEA board member, would you be willing to pursue a collaboration with other public entities to bring broadband to Delta County?
Thank you. We'll start with Terry, and then BJ.
Well, that's been a topic at the board meetings, the broadband, but DMEA is supplying broadband or fiber to their substations, and after they get that in place, if there's some concern out there, they'll have to get a company, because we will not sell the service. We'll just deliver to a company that wants to provide the service. So we haven't stepped beyond that. It's just for our substation, for our own use at the moment.
Thank you. BJ?
Broadband is very important to the rural areas of Delta County. Right now, if you live in the rural area, you are subject to a line of sight wireless transmitter, unless you're in special areas that are judged by or ruled by CenturyLink or one of the major organizations. I would be very much in favor of exploring the possibility of delivering broadband over copper wire or DMEA lines, but only if it's economically feasible. And that would take a lot of study, and being a board candidate to the board member, I would have to work with other board members and the management of Delta, of DMEA, to see if it was feasible.
Thank you. Mark?
Well, I think if we want to retain business, if we want to attract business, if we want to have good communication for the schools, for the hospitals, obviously it's something that somebody's going to have to do. I believe that DMEA has some dark fiber that they invested in years ago, and is there a possibility that this stuff can be used? I don't really know myself, but that would be wonderful if they can get some money out of that deal. You know, I support it. The communications for everyone, that is the future. You know, I'm a little old-fashioned, but clearly it's the way to go if we want to compete. Thank you.
Jeannie?
Well, I think it's critical that we... Better?
Yes.
Sorry. In order to be competitive, I think it's absolutely critical that broadband is improved in Delta County. DMEA does not have to become an ISP for that to happen, but by opening up that door a little bit, what they do is allow other ISPs to buy that bandwidth, possibly a money generator for DMEA.
Okay, thank you. Sue?
The board has approved a study, I believe, of about $15,000 to look at the economic feasibility of doing exactly what we are talking about here, so they are already pursuing that. And I am 100% behind looking forward to doing that, because I think it's very much needed in communities here. Thank you.